Okay, welcome back and welcome to tonight's session. Tonight we are going to talk about our internship, which is very important. Very important because after everything and you cannot show the life experience you had from this boot camp, it's going to be difficult for you to get a job. They always want to understand your experience. Where have you worked, this and that. So that's why we have to start. We still have some lectures remaining, but we want to start an internship where every activities we're going to do is going to be based on the company we are doing an internship that's going to reflect on our CV. It's not just going to be assignment, this and that. No, we need something reflective on our CV when we finish. So that's the purpose. And it's going to be in one of our companies. Yeah. And this our company is here in the UK. It's a UK registered company. So we're going to look into their data governance management and see what we can do for them. That's it. Yeah. So while we are working, if we have any projects we are working on, we still have to continue with our lessons. Yeah, there is going to be going on. The lesson will be going on, and while the internship will still be going on. So that we manage our time very well, so that by the time they're about like 4 months, we should be able to finish internship and finish our lesson. Everything will be ready, and we are going to be ready. There are a lot of works out there, jobs out there on data governance, a lot. When I'm not going to hype it, in short, data governance is the hottest you can be right now, more especially here in UK. Yeah, a friend of mine who just finished boot camp a few weeks ago just got an offer last week. Got an offer. Yeah, so that is it, and it's a good job. So the company we are going to be working for is called ThePostcode. Yeah, you might not have heard about ThePostcode. It still is a startup company. So let me share my screen so that we can see what we are going to be doing, even the company and a lot of things. I have a handbook we are going to use for this. So let me share my screen. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to read this handbook. It's called UniF Postcode Data Governance Internship Handbook. Here, UniF is giving us this bootcamp. Is our training company, UniF, and Postcode is another company. It's in partnership that they deliver this. So the Postcode is the company that we are going to get the life experience that's going to appear on our CV, that we worked as a data protection officer or data governance manager. Yeah, so it's going to be 2 months internship, so 2 months work experience, and mode is going to be practical. This internship is designed to build a complete enterprise-grade data governance and data protection framework for postcode from scratch. So interns will operate as data governance analysts and data protection officers. About postcode. Postcode is digital community infrastructure platform. The purpose of this postcode, their mission is to digitize local community engagement, have social interaction, business listening, and market activities. Okay, if you come to UK, everyone in UK, you know your postcode. Who here in UK does not know your postcode? Ebere, what's your postcode?
My postcode is Tango Romeo 49 Romeo Golf.
Okay. Yeah, that is your postcode unit. We have postcode, we have what we call postcode area, postcode district, postcode unit. Yeah. My postcode here where I'm right now, as I'm teaching you, is RM5. Yeah. RM5 is Collier Row. Yeah. So if I want to make it a postcode area, I'll tell you that my postcode is RM. That is, we're talking about Romford, we're talking about Havering Council as a whole is RM. Then if I want to tell you, like, break it down, my postcode unit, if I give you my postcode unit now, if you give it to somebody, it's going to pick me up where I'm sitting right now. RM5 3AE. Anywhere you put it, they are going to locate me. So postcode district is a big community. So postcode, anybody in UK knows postcode. That is your identity, your geographical identity. Any place you are going to look for work, they will ask you your postcode. That postcode will help them to know how far or close you are to the job environment they are giving you. Anything you need to do with government, you need to provide their postcode. They are not going to ask you your address. The first thing they ask you is your postcode. So that's why we decided to choose postcode. Postcode is a community. Like when you say RM5 is a community, around geographical community, that is postcode. So what we do here is that every postcode becomes a community and we activate it, it starts working. So people within the postcode can come together and be doing business together, having fun together, doing things come together, events, anything together in this platform. And this postcode is scattered all over UK. So everybody must be in a postcode. That's what the platform is all about. You see this diagram. You see here, this is how it's scattered. These are different postcodes in UK that's how UK, everywhere is postcode. Yeah. So if you join this platform, you go and join your postcode, and you know what is happening in your postcode. If I scroll again, you see another diagram. You see this environment is now a postcode. If you are in this platform, you know what is going on within this whole postcode. You know all the businesses within this postcode. You know all the local job in this. So what is happening, local job, buy and sell, exclusive local deal, accommodation and rental, crime alert, utility deals and savings, community news and local event. That is a postcode. So you know what is happening in your postcode. You know people living within your postcode. That is the main purpose of this platform. It's a smart community in this UK, because we are going to build AI on top of this community that will help to analyze what is going on, help you to even make posts, do a lot of things within the postcode. So that is where you are going to do your internship. So you see, because of that, you see a lot of data is going to be involved here. People within the postcode, companies within the postcode, local, a lot of. So this company needs good data protection protocols, but it's a startup company. Yeah. So we're building from the scratch. So we'll try to understand data type in this postcode platform. That is what you guys are going to be doing. Understand the data type from the product stream. The platform processes user profile, user profile, names, photo activities, local and the postcode data, community group data, post, comment, media, business listing, message and interaction. These include personal and potential sensitive behavioral data requiring strong governance. You agree with me that based on your experience, what you've learned so far from this data governance, that this is what it is. So the learning objective here is that by the end of this internship, you, the intern, will understand enterprise data governance framework, implement GDPR compliant privacy control, perform data classification and risk assessment, conduct data protection impact assessments, design data governance policies, and build data catalog and stewardship model for postcode. So, as you know, this is 2 months internship. Within these 2 months, this is what you are expected to achieve. In the first 1 to 2nd week, you are going to conduct discovery and data mapping. The objective here is to understand system architecture, identify all data assets. Activities, map user data flow, pools, storage and sharing, identify sensitive and data profile, location and message, interview product and engineering team, and deliverable. At the end of the day, the main thing here is for you to have a good data asset register, have data flow diagram, initial risk register. Then, as we are going into the 3rd or 4th week, we are going to have governance framework, data governance framework and design. So here you need to design policies and framework. Activities like data governance policy, data classification policies, privacy policy, GDPR aligned, data retention policies, deliverable data governance policy pack, classification framework, risk scoring model. We've treated all this already. Then phase 3, implementation. Objective is to apply data governance to real data. Activities: classify platform data, user profile, confidential, location data, restricted. Yeah, then build data catalog, conduct data protection impact assessments, and the deliverable is by the end you have deliverable data catalog will be ready for postcode, data classification, classified data register, and data protection impact assessment reports. And week 4, validation and final delivery. Week 4 is going to be to audit and finalize their work. Yeah. Activity: simulate audit, validate policies, and present finding. So deliverable is going to be final governance framework, audit report, and executive presentation. That is your work. So once you've done this, then by that time you are done with your internship. By that time you must have finished your training, all the lessons. We must have finished all our lessons. So the team here, team structure, we have data governance lead. Yeah, we must have one person that is going to be a lead. So I expect all of you to become a team. Data protection unit, data governance unit of this postcode. One person is going to be a data governance lead to manage team activity, coordinate deliverable, report stakeholders. You must have project management experience as well. Data protection, privacy, policy analyst, ensure GDPR compliance, conduct data protection impact assessment, and design consent mechanism. And then data classification and risk analyst. And then we'll have metadata catalog analyst. We have data quality and MDM analyst, security control. Yeah, the summary is just to make sure we capture all the names. But the main thing is that everybody here is data protection manager and data protection officer. All these roles, they are boiled down in data protection officer and data protection manager. If we don't like it, we can remove all these roles and everybody will answer. The main thing is produce this document, and that's it. But you guys are going to be a team. Responsibilities and summary. Yeah, here. Daily activities is here. It's going to be a guide. All this is going to guide you guys. My own here is to give you people guidance, monitor, validate your reports and your work. Yeah. Daily task examples: update inventory, classification data set, draft policy. Yeah. So weekly activities. Yeah. Execution, documentation, and presentation. Weekly deliverable, progress report, updates, updated framework, and risk log. Yeah. Core projects: data asset discovery, data classification and risk framework. So we break them into small projects that to help us handle it very well. Privacy and GDPR compliance, data catalog implementation, and governance operating model. we can compress them into one project, or we can make it just 5 projects. But this is what we are expected to deliver here. And key deliverables by the end: technical documents, governance documents, technical output, strategic output, and compliance focus, and data governance principles, and performance evaluation. So, yeah, participation will give you 20%, deliverables 30%, technical quality 30%, and final presentation 20%. Yeah, that's how we're going to grade your work. Expected outcome: by the end of the internship, you should be able to, ThePostcode.uk should be able to have full governance framework, regulatory readiness, and reduce data risk. Yeah. So, and for interns, by the time you finish, you should be you should have real world data governance experience. You should have portfolio ready projects. So all these projects you are working is going to be portfolios. What you've handled. Even if you go to interview, you tell them what you've done. That's why I bring it, so you have something to talk about. And you are going to be DPO level exposure. So data protection officer. That's what you are. By the time you become fully compliant data protection officer. And then, yeah, you have a certificate from UniF, certificates of data governance and data protection practice from UniF, and you are going to have internship reference letter from Postcode. Yeah, and that's it. And code of conduct: interns must maintain confidentiality, handle data ethically, follow all compliance standards, and avoid misuse of data. The golden rule here is that if it involves data, it must be classified, protected, and governed. So that's what you need to help Postcode to do. You need to help Postcode to classify their data, protect their data, and govern their data. Yeah. I hope it's clear. This is not going, but at this point, although we've not finished our training, but based on what we've done already, I know you can start doing something already. True or false?
True.
Yeah. So by the time you finish here, I want you to be very hot, piping like you are coming baked from oven, like meat pie, smoking, very delicious. Yeah, that is the plan. Okay. I'm going to share this handbook, so you see that one, understand it. And this is the postcode. Yeah, the postcode, everybody in UK, you need to have it. This is going to be the #1 application for UK by the time we are done, because you need to know everything that's happening here within your community, around your community, crime rate, everything. So
Mr. Charles, is an app.
Yeah, it's app. It just looks like Facebook, but it's doing different job.
Okay, is an app. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask a question.
Okay.
I want to know, what's the pay, like the average pay for a DPO?
Yeah, it's there in the internet. You just Google it. Around 40K upwards. Yeah.
Okay, so
Um, I know a friend who just finished, no experience, and she got 60K per
oh,
annum.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No experience. You know, just like you are now finish your intern, no experience. I'm not lying. No experience.
In UK here.
Yes, now
Okay.
£60,000 per annum.
Okay.
And she's still in the job up till now.
Okay. Mr. Charles, we need to work together.
We're already working together. Yeah. Are we not working together? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this is the postcode for you. So when you hear, you see this is postcode. So click here. There's where we can see all the postcode. Once you're in this, you need to be in a postcode. Is how all the postcode here, and yeah. Yeah. So we're still building, like now in each postcode like this, you see members, all the people, just like I said, it looks like Facebook app, but it's serving different purpose. You see, we already have one person. So by the time we finish and onboard all the people in this postcode, you see all the people in the postcode. So you can make friends within their environment. Yeah. And if you have something to sell, you can sell something within your postcode. Yeah. From here, you list your from this store. It's like every postcode has its own marketplace where you can post something, sell something, list job, look for a job, look for apartment, everything within your community. Yeah, everything will be there. And yeah, with this, we're going to be partnering with local council, government, businesses. So that's how we are going to be making our money. When people are selling and buying within the postcode, people are advertising within the postcode, where governments are looking for data, visibility, a lot of things. This is how we are going to. So yeah, postcode, like here is RM5 postcode. Yeah. See this postcode. You see from here, you can see whatever is going on. People will be posting when the bus is coming. One people within the postcard will be talking about crime alert, what is happening in our environment, knife crime, everything. So, and we're going to have a postcode steward. You know, a postcode steward is going to be for now voluntary. You are going to be the one managing all the activities in this postcode. Events, announcements, a lot of things going on. Yeah. So over time, when we start making money, we'll start paying them. But for now, this is how postcode work. So yeah, and it's happened. Every postcode we have in UK must be here. So it means that if you are not here, you are on your own. If you want to know what is happening in your environment, you must be part of postcode. Just register, join your postcode, and you'll be getting all the information about what is happening. Jobs, if you are looking for local jobs, small job, some people here in UK, I see some people travel very far away to look for jobs. They go to job very far away. Do you know why? They don't know there's a lot of jobs within their communities and they don't know, because we don't have this kind of visibility. But if you have these local jobs, I want a cleaner to come and clean my house, £15 an hour, 2 times in a week. This maybe can be just within your street. Nobody knows. You can just go take that job, add it to cover your bill for the week or for the month. I need a nanny to look after within my postcode. Anybody posting it, is within their community. I need this. I want this shoe. I'm not this shoe. I give it away. I don't leave it. You just post it. Some giveaways. What you don't use, you can just drop it. This buggy, I'm no longer using it. You drop it. Somebody in your postcode who need it will come and pick it up. So it's not going to be just selling a lot of used item, giveaway, this and that, local job, events. We're having activities for singles in our postcode. You might be looking for a boyfriend or a girlfriend within the environment you don't know. Go within your postcode event, you meet somebody there and things like that. So this is what the postcode is going to be solving. Trying to read. A lot of people are living in loneliness here in United Kingdom. We plan to solve these loneliness things, because there's a lot of people within the environment who want your companionship, but you don't know, because you don't have anywhere. You then enter Facebook. From Facebook, you see somebody you are here in London and you are chatting someone in Newcastle or someone in Northern Ireland. I have a friend who used to travel to Northern Ireland from London to see his girlfriend, and eventually they got married, but they couldn't last because the girl don't want to move away from Northern Ireland because she need to look after the mom, and the guy don't want to move to Northern Ireland because all his job and activities in London. They have to break up. But why are you going on to Northern Ireland? There's a lot of good people within your community you don't know. These are things postcode is going to be solving. A lot of things. All the elderly people who do not, you can create a forum where elderly people within the postcode can be coming out even once in a week to meet and catch up. These are just few things. Governments can be talking about policies, council tax, this and that, road that is will have a pothole within this area. These are where government want a coordinated environment to engage the citizens. This is what the postcode is going to be doing. Police, they need to know crime rates. A lot of crime rate, because here, once we are posting here, somebody is stabbed here, somebody's this, that, and somebody, some soldiers are attempted to rape here, all this and that. We know the car theft, they sold this car here within so we know the kind of crime, hot zones. This is going to be a serious data infrastructure for government, United Nations, and a lot of businesses, So that's what postcode stands for. So if you have questions for postcode, you can ask. For more, if you want to understand more about your internship, you are free to do that. But that is what we plan to start within this bootcamp at this point to help you grounded in this. Any question?
So I want to find out about the internship. Um, Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I am listening.
Okay, because you said that there's going to be teamwork. So are we going to do teamwork and individual work too? Or is the presentation just teamwork?
It's going to be a teamwork,
Okay.
work as a team. Most time, in data protection, you don't work alone.
Okay.
So you work with every company, most companies they have data protection units. Yeah. Some people who might just want to employ data protection officer. It's a compulsory to have at least a data protection officer. But in so many cases, his team have data protection units. So you guys need to work as you guys are not much. It's not just few of you. So you should be able to organize yourself
Okay.
and work as a team. If you want to learn, you participate actively in creating documentation, whatever. If you don't want to participate, you are deceiving yourself. You are not deceiving me. Yeah, because after 2 months, we're giving you opportunity to practicalize what you learn. You already have a lot of templates. You have a lot of knowledge already to get started. All you need to do is customize it within postcode. Now you know the kind of data going on in postcode. That is will help you. You have AI. I don't care. Use AI to make research, refine, understand. Yeah, and do your work. So here, I'm not here to spoon feed you because in 2 months' time now, I will be there trying to sell what you've gathered here. So it's time to drill you. Yeah. I'm not going to be, it's you that you are going to explore to do this work on your as a team, or if the team, your team members are not serious, then you do it because at the end of the day, there's something you've come here to look for. So yeah, I want someone to volunteer to become the team lead. I don't want to. If 2 people volunteer, then we'll cast a lot.
I volunteer.
Okay. So I give by the end of, you just go to the platform and uh, drop your this thing. It's not by mouth, volunteer by mouth. Tell us why you want to lead us. And if you have 2 people, based on what you present your manifesto, we cast a lot for the 2 people. If 3 people, we cast a lot, but it's only one person. We work with one person who want to lead. So drop your intent, your interest notes, interest just on the platform. Yeah, that's what but I've noticed you have interest. Yeah, and that's good coming from you. Well done. Yeah. Any more question? Okay. No more questions. So what we're going to do now is, for now, I'm going to suspend teaching and I make sure I structure this internship. Once we are internship, you guys start very well on this internship, then we can go back to classes. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So the main important thing for me now is internship. Internship is number one. So everything we are going to do to make this internship start working. So anything you need to do to understand how this postcode work, you need to do it. You need to register, you need to participate, you need to feel like an employee of postcode. Let me tell you, this company you are seeing, we are starting, is a very big vision, a very big company. Yeah. This is a multi-million infrastructure you are seeing like this. And I'm proud to be part of this project. And for me, this is opportunity to showcase yourself very well. This company is fully registered in UK. So yeah, it's coming on your CV. You don't have anything to worry because, yeah. And by next week, the mobile application should be out, and we are going to, go onto the streets very soon for recruitment. We are going to start onboarding people within the postcode. We are going to start with this postcode RM5. So we're going to go and start onboarding people within this RM5. We're going to build this RM5 as a pilot postcode we are going to use for other postcode. So within this postcode, we are going to create our flyers. We are going to go to train station, bus station. We are going to go to libraries. We are going to go to shopping malls and churches within this postcode to onboard people in this postcode. So that is the plan. So it's not only you are the data governance unit. So other team are marketing, sales, engineers. Our engineers are equally very busy. Most of our engineers are based in India. They are busy working on our mobile application, and yeah, we are scaling. So yeah, that is it. That's all I can tell you for now. Yeah, and I'm going to create a project environment for us here in Trade Camp. Some of us who have been in our project management class knows what Trade Camp. I know Perpetua. Perpetua is my old student. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Anything for the.
So it's an opportunity for you to showcase your project management and business analysis skills. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, we are going to have a project environment here where we are going to be planning everything we are going to be doing. So I'm going to guide you guys on that because I know this data governance did not come with project management. So some of you might struggle in, but I'll help you to organize your work so that you won't struggle. Yeah, that's it. And we talk about postcode. If you want to be actively involved in postcode, good and fine. If you're in UK and you want to become a postcode steward in your own postcode, good and fine. We create your own postcode and you go start onboarding, and any benefit that is coming out of it, then you have the chances of hijacking that benefit. So that is it for now. Yeah. So if you have questions, you can say ask questions. We don't have any questions, so I expect you to for those who are interested, drop your interest notice on the platform or our WhatsApp platform. By tomorrow, I will look out those who, if only one person one person have already indicated interest, then we'll start working with the person. We'll have a meeting and then we'll see how we are going to organize ourselves. We are very small, so it's not going to be difficult. So organize ourselves and hit the ground running. So start looking at evaluating the whole postcode and try to understand the data that is being used here and how we can govern them and protect them. And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Welcome back from the holidays.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. I think the question is the last thing you said. I just want to know the first step in the internship, concerning the internship, as far as the registration. You do register on the postcode. I don't know if I missed that. Maybe my network was misbehaving.
Yeah, the first thing is let's get a leader first. Someone who is going to lead the team. So that once whatever we do, the team lead will move on to in place. So that is the first step. That's number one, first step. Once we have a leader, then we'll create a project environment and onboard everyone. And we already have, we're going to create a work breakdown structure. What we need to do, the first thing we need to do, the second thing we'll still follow in. If you're in project management, you understand what I'm talking about. Like I said, some of you are not in project management, I'm going to help you. So, but the first thing is let's have a lead, a team lead, and every other team will follow. Because I'll be giving the team lead instruction on how to plan the activity.
Okay, I understand. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And we've not finished our syllabus. We've not finished training, but what we've covered is enough to get us started. So once we start our internship, then I will go back to the classroom and finish up what is remaining. Yeah.
Okay, noted.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And I'm looking forward to our platform and see what we have there, and we'll take it from there. Announcements will be coming on our platform. So, and yeah, you must sign up in postcode as well. It's going to be part of it because you need to understand how it works. And yeah, that's it. And that is the end for tonight. And tomorrow we continue. By tomorrow we should have a team lead. Is a better that is going to lead us. By tomorrow we should know. Yeah. All right. Thank you and good night.
Good night, Mr. Charles. Thank you.
Good night, Mr. Charles.
Right, sir.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.